Hi, welcome to Gabbing with Girlfriends. And my girlfriend today and always is Ariel Gale. And I don't even know where to begin with you, Ariel. There's so much to talk about, always.
So much, always. Are we
Our
talking about
topic,
England or
yeah,
everything else?
our topic today, we could talk about animals all day. We could talk about your family one day. There's so many things to talk about. But since we both just returned from England, we'll make today's topic all about England, shall we?
Oh, and the reason we were in England, we went to Birmingham for Black Sabbath's last
Woo!
show. It was so
Woo!
much fun. One of the best shows I've ever been to.
You've only been to two.
That was my first one. That was my first show. No, it was so good. Everyone did so good.
Okay, so you got to England, and what was the very first thing you did? You went to London first.
We went to London for a few days first, and we went straight to Mildred's, our favorite vegan restaurant, and
Why
had
don't I
a
know about it?
delicious. They have a few locations. They have one in Soho and one in Covent Garden,
And I'm writing
and
it down.
Mildred's, so delicious.
Have you been to
So that
Gates?
no,
New, and it's meant to be unbelievable. Have you been to the Gate?
no.
Okay, well, those are my two recommendations. Go on, tell me about Mildred's then.
And so Mildred's is great. We went there a lot a couple years ago when we were in London, so we remembered it, and that was the first thing we did. And then we just walked around and, because we got in later in the afternoon, so we didn't have a ton of time that day. But just felt it felt so good to be back in London. We love London so much. I would live there.
And did you have air conditioning at your hotel? I can't remember.
Yes, I did.
In
That's right.
Birmingham
When
too?
we landed, yes, Birmingham was beautiful. That was actually the nicest hotel that we stayed in. But yes, I forgot when we landed in London, it was like 88 Fahrenheit. So that's like what, 30 something,
Yeah, yeah. It,
35 or something. It was so hot.
it was insane. And the problem is there is you do have the humidity, but you also have no air conditioning.
Yeah. It was really uncomfortable actually
Mm.
because we were trying to go to pubs and have a drink, and none of the pubs had air. And so we did end up finding one called the White Swan. So it
Which there
was
must be
all meant to be.
1,000 white swans, I bet.
So many, yes, some sort of swan. And my middle name is Swan, so it was perfect. I got air conditioning in the White Swan.
I didn't know that
Um,
was your middle name. That's lovely.
Ariel Swan. My mom gave me a great stage name, she said, in case I ever wanted to be famous. And when I didn't want to be famous, she said, "What a waste of a beautiful name."
I know.
I said, "I'm still using it."
Well, you couldn't be using it that much. I never knew that.
I know. That's true. Ariel Swan. Yeah.
Beautiful. Mm.
So that was great. So that was just the first day, and then second day just got up and hit the ground running, and I'm not exactly sure all that we did in order, but we just saw so much art while we were there. We went to so many galleries and museums. We saw the summer exhibition at the Royal Academy of Art. They are also doing a Kiefer and Van Gogh exhibit there right now, which is amazing. I mean, the whole time we were there, we went to Tate Modern. They're having a great exhibit. Doho Su, I think that's his name, incredible artist, does amazing stuff with like 3D stuff with his like the stuff's in his house. He's from like Korea or something, and he's lived in Berlin and Rhode Island and California, and like he's taken pieces of all his houses and like put them together, but he's like done this really interesting technique that I think he created, and he like wraps everything in this sheet and then like leaves it there, or he'll like, I don't know. It's a really amazing exhibit. It's really, really cool.
I can't believe you came into England. And I said this to Terry. You may have been there when I said it. I want to take 5 days. Well, maybe that's a bit much. 3 or 4 days and go to London and be a tourist. We
You
do
can do
nothing.
5 days. There's so much to do. There's also right now a Lee Bowery exhibit at the Tate Modern, which is so much fun. He was like this fashion icon, you know, queen in the 80s that just was
But did you
so
know that? Did you know who
iconic.
he was before you went?
Yeah, I knew who he was. I didn't know the extent of all, like, I there was a lot of stuff I didn't know and I learned, but I knew who he was. Like, I was excited to go see the show.
Do you have any department stores like a Harrods or Selfridges?
We did Selfridges in Birmingham because they had the Sabbath, a few of the Sabbath exhibits. That was a lot of fun in Birmingham. It was like a scavenger hunt of metalheads. They had like 7 different points all over the city that was like Sabbath something, a mural or a bench or at Selfridges, it was an Ozzy Osbourne Lego sculpture.
Oh, that's awesome.
Um, there was also on the map, it was the Crown Palace Bar, I think it was, which is where they
Crown
first
Pub.
the pub, where Earth first performed, but before they turned into Black Sabbath. So that's the birthplace of heavy metal.
I bet you know more about Black Sabbath than you ever thought you would.
Well, we went to all the different points, and
You
there
know, when you
was,
were
I
sending me
mean,
pictures, the line for the bench, but it's
that
such a
was
great picture,
crazy.
the way you did it. It was like
Yeah,
panoramic or what, I don't even know what that
yeah.
word is, but that was such a great picture, even if it was nothing, even if it
It
wasn't,
was
it was just a
such
good
a
picture.
long line, and that was such a good way to like show
Yeah,
it. Because
totally.
I walked up, I said, "What is this line for?" I couldn't believe people were waiting in line to sit on the bench.
So how did you get close to it without being in the line? Because you sent a
I
picture,
just
right?
walked up. Yeah, I just walked up, and people were taking pictures of their friends or whatever on the bench. And so when they were switching people, I just got a shot without anyone on the bench.
You're so
And I,
American.
I know I'm very pushy. I don't wait in the
And that.
queues. Um, so
That would have
yeah,
been me
so that
too. That would have been me. I'm one of those that, I'll go up to somebody and say, if I buy you lunch, can I get in front of the line? I have
yeah.
no shame.
Yeah, no shame. I just took a quick I didn't need to sit on the bench though,
No, I know.
so I didn't need to wait in line and do that. But I would imagine if people just went the next day, there wouldn't have been a line. I don't know, maybe there would have been a line, but
Well, no, I'm
seemed
sure
like
there wouldn't have been a line, but then they would have been late to the gig
that's true.
because the gig
Well, then
started.
go on Sunday. I
Yeah,
don't know.
people. I
It
know
seemed
people
like
that
a
will.
really long line to wait in to sit on a bench,
Yeah,
but that's just
in
my
that
that's
heat,
just me.
in
In
that
that
heat.
heat.
But
Yeah.
I know people that did go on Sunday, and they said it was still crowded.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
people were lined, I imagine, because we walked by the Hyatt and we stayed at the Grand, and I think those were the 2 hotels that all the bands were at, because people were lined up, waiting all night.
They were. Oh, I love that.
So
And you saw
it was pretty
Youngblood at
fun.
breakfast.
Saw Youngblood at breakfast, and he did a great job singing Changes.
Do you know what?
Beautiful job.
Honestly, I must have listened to it probably 20 times since the show. I just, ugh.
I thought everyone did so good. It
Okay, go
really
back,
was such a great show. Okay.
go back to London because you haven't even
Okay, so
finished.
back to London. So we also went to my friend Valerie Blair. She works at Gagosian, and right now they have this really great show going on. Kathleen Ryan, I think her name is, young artist, 30 something, and does it's like a moldy piece of bread or like moldy lemons, but it's all like the bread was started as like a mattress and then she like created it to look like it was a piece of bread molding, but all the moldy parts are like semi-precious and precious stones, so like labradorite and agate, and it really
Ev-
looks like moldy bread, like it's beautiful. And then like where the bread isn't moldy, it's all like glass beads and stuff. But it's incredible. The lemon was beautiful, and it really looks like it's how things mold. But
I
she
got to write that
uses
down. What's her name?
Kathleen Ryan, I believe her name is, and she's gonna be a really fun artist to watch. She's already doing really cool stuff, and she's young. So that's at Gagosian. But then we also went and did like the private tour, saw Picasso up there. They have Cy Twombly's there right now. Beautiful art at Gagosian. We also have a friend who works at a gallery in Shoreditch, East London.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we spent
That's
some
where
time
James
in
used to
East.
live. He's South
Oh,
London now.
okay.
He lived in Shoreditch.
Yeah, yeah. So she's at a gallery. It's called 17, and they're showing this really, really cool photographer, Aaron O'Keefe, American, and just really interesting photos of these geometric pieces that she makes and then like stages and then takes pictures, but they don't look like photographs. It looks like you're looking at an abstract painting. And but they're all photographs. It's a really, really cool
I love that.
show.
I
Beautiful
love
pieces.
that.
That's Erin O'Keefe. She's at 17 in Shoreditch. And then we also, of course, went to Brick Lane and saw all this street art. Matt has a friend, Brody, who's a street artist and goes by WordPress, and he has a few pieces over on Brick Lane, a big piece on Rivington, I think it is. So just walked around there and saw the really cool graffiti and yeah, didn't spend a lot of time in East London, but what else did we
But it is
do?
nice there. I like it there.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like the Silver Lake of London, I
Yeah, it
think,
is. It is.
right?
It's so
Yeah.
funny how many different, when you think that somebody's in London, like for me, living north of London, when I'm going to like just going into like the center of London, it'll take me like an hour and 45 minutes. And then to go see James, who's southeast London, you have to add another hour. And it's so funny
Yeah.
that London, and it's not that big, it's just speed limit's 20 miles an hour, and
And
it's
it's so packed,
so congested. So
so
congested.
congested. Yeah.
It's insane.
Really, really congested. We took where you are though, you can't take the Avanti West
What's that?
coastline. That's the really nice train and it's faster, it has less stops, it's air conditioned, and it only takes like an hour. It would
And
probably
where
be
does it go where does it go from and to?
you can you can go from London to Birmingham.
What train station in London?
Um,
Marylebone? Marylebone or no?
yeah, yeah.
I never knew that. So was the train from where I live, was that one not air conditioned and did it stop every 5 minutes? I forgot that part. I didn't know about the no air conditioning, nor I haven't done it for so long because I usually drive. But no, I bet I get it. Sorry.
No, no, it's fine because we would have had to actually go back to Birmingham to catch the Avanti. West
I've never
Coast, I
heard
think
of
it's
that.
called. Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice.
Who
And
knew?
it's way more expensive too, but obviously worth it. Um, but yeah, so then what else do we do? We went to just small galleries. There's one called Mi Art, I think, and Matt went and bought cigars. He loves cigars,
You
so he
did?
got good cigars. Yeah.
Nice. And did he
Uh,
get to go home with them? Can you take them home?
you're not allowed to, no.
Oh, are they
So, yeah,
Cuban?
he loves, yeah,
Yeah.
so you're not allowed to take him home. We also went and saw Faulty Towers, the funniest play you'll ever see in
I
so
just
we
can't believe
love
I didn't even
all
know.
things
I did.
John Cleese is
Yeah.
just the funniest person on the planet. And so anything he does, I'll go see. So this was like all the scenes, the funniest scenes from the show, like condensed into a 3 hour play. It was hilarious. The
3 hours?
cast was
I can't sit
amazing.
I can't sit anywhere for 3
Maybe
hours.
two and a half, maybe.
Was
I don't
John
know.
Cleese in it?
No.
Oh,
But the guy who played Basil was so good. And it's a new cast too. I think they're going on tour, but just hysterically laughing the entire time. The whole audience hysterically laughing. the out loud the entire time. It was so funny.
Yeah, definitely. We said when we go back, that's it. That's definitely on their list. Even if we don't take those
Yeah.
few days to do touristy things, we'll go into town just to see that.
Yeah. We also tried to see Giant, which is the Roald Dahl
Is it like James and the Giant
story.
Peach?
No, well, yeah, he did that, but he wrote that, but it's a story about him and John Lithgow is in it. It was sold out like the whole
Oh,
time we were there. Yeah, that
oh,
would
I
have
thought
been a
maybe
good
it
one
was a
too.
stage version of whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And so then, and that's actually across the street from the best vegan vegetarian restaurant that we love called Sagar, that theater. But Sagar, Sagar, totally vegan, vegetarian, Indian, and it's to die for.
There used to be a place, and I just can't remember what it was called now. Oh, it's going to make me crazy. But there was like six of them in London, and it was maybe vegetarian too, but vegan Indian, and it's going to make me crazy. It was phenomenal, but they did this thing like an app. It was like under appetizers. I'm writing down the name of that restaurant, but it was under appetizers and not in a sauce or anything, but it was like fried cashews. And I can't even explain it because that probably
Mm.
doesn't sound great,
No, it does.
but beyond great. The spices were so good. And I must have tried to do it 10 times and I don't get it. I don't know what they do, but they didn't survive COVID. None of
Mm.
them. The whole chain's gone. And it just broke my heart. Hmm.
The best Indian food in London.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have such, there's another vegetarian place we went to, Govinda's, but it's more like quick service. Sagar's like sit down and
There's this
so good.
place, this Indian restaurant that I never heard of, but I'm not there that much. But when Biff and everybody was in Birmingham, I'm just looking up the name, but he said that he wanted to go, but didn't go. There was just no time. And and then this woman I know from Salt Lake, I mean from Park City, went, and she and her daughter, who I never got to see, but anyway, she and her daughter in London just Googled Indian restaurant, and this one came up in Kensington, and it's the same restaurant. So apparently, it's a little bit of a chain, and it's something like Dishoom, but that's not what it's called because I just
We wanted to go. So they have a bunch of locations. There was this one restaurant we were walking by. We're like, why are all of these people lined up? And it was a Dishoom. It must have been a new location. And it was looked like a big restaurant. The line was out the door.
she said it was amazing, and she's
It's
fussy. She's a
supposed to
great
be really
chef,
good. Somebody else told us about it. We didn't make it there though. We did, but yeah, there's like I saw a couple of those locations.
but yeah, there's one in
We
Birmingham. I'll go to that when we go back.
We also, yeah, I did see that in Birmingham. We also ate at a place called Banana Tree in Birmingham that had good vegan options. There was another place we went to, Palomar, Israeli Mediterranean food, really good.
Birmingham or London?
No, in London. One of the best meals I think ever.
Really?
It's so good. And then
Oh, I gotta
another
write that
one,
down. You need to write a
Nopi,
book.
and well, we all we do is eat and like go see things. So, and then Nopi, which is an Ottolenghi restaurant, so tons of vegetables. That one is Soho on like Warwick.
Do they have Ottolenghi's or however you say it in the States or no?
I don't know.
I've never seen it in the States, but it seems like everybody all of a sudden is talking about it in England.
Yeah,
The woman from Park City as well. She went to one in London, and I recently went to one in a place called Bicester, which is halfway between London and the Midlands, and I
yeah,
love it, love it, love it.
yeah. It's very vegetable forward, so a lot of veggie options and good cocktails.
Do you know we went to Devon for a couple of days, and I think it's just surprising because Devon isn't London. It's not even Birmingham. It's little, and so I kind of expect this in London. I don't know that I really expect it in Birmingham, but you could tell me if your hotel had it. But every place had vegan breakfasts.
Oh
Every
yeah.
place, every place. Like
Hmm.
I know a lot of hotels, nicer hotels in the States do too. But this is like everything about it was the same as what a non-vegan would eat, like fried tofu or whatever. That would be vegan sausage, vegan bacon.
A
Um,
lot of vegan sausage that looked like a hot dog.
yeah,
So
yeah,
Matt would get, because Matt eats eggs, and so in
yeah.
the morning he would get like eggs and then beans. They eat a lot of baked
A
beans in the
lot of
morning.
baked beans on toast, baked beans on toast.
Baked
My
beans,
husband's
eggs,
favorite meal.
and a veggie sausage, and it looked like a hot dog. It was like such a funny, and he came home missing it. Oh,
Oh,
I think that's my dog
I
about to go
just
crazy,
saw
but
it.
she's okay.
Oh, I'm gonna see him.
Yeah, there's I know I heard Bonnie too, but I thought she was
Um,
gonna go nuts. Um, but yeah, so he came home missing beans for breakfast. I had to make him baked beans.
you, did you get some? But you could get the English ones. Who makes them? Heinz, I guess. I can't think of who makes the English ones, but you can get them at World Market, actually from England, beans,
Oh,
and they are
okay.
different.
Yeah,
The
cause
taste
see,
is
cause
different.
I made baked beans that well, they weren't really baked beans because they weren't baked. But they were like baked like beans,
From
and
scratch.
he yeah, and I used like a tempeh bacon in them, thinking that would be, but he said it didn't. It wasn't the same. He missed his English beans.
World Market. But yours
Okay,
sound
I'll get
better
them.
to me. Yours definitely sound better to me. There's something about homemade baked beans that
Yeah, I didn't realize baked beans were actually baked, I guess.
I don't know that I knew that either because I've only ever bought canned ones.
Yeah,
Who
most
knew?
people do. Who knew? I
Who
know. I
knew?
looked up a recipe and my oven isn't working at the moment, so I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to bake those. My
Why is it
oven hasn't been
working?
working for a long time. Huh?
Why?
It went out and I had someone come over and look at it, and he said it could be one of two things, and he replaced one of the two things, and then it started to work, and then it stopped working again. And I'm not a big baker, so
So you can still cook on top. You just can't. You can cook on the
yeah,
stove, just not in the oven. Oh, that's okay.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't
You're not going to be
bake
doing a
much.
roast beef anytime soon, so that's
No.
fine.
Yeah. So,
Um,
but yeah, so we had really, really good food there. Really great food.
I'm going to go on vacation with you guys because you
You
guys
should.
eat your way through it, which is what I would do too. And
And
Terry
we
really
walk a
doesn't like to
lot.
go eat. He doesn't like to, unless he really doesn't like to go out anywhere. But if he were to go someplace, I'll go to any restaurant. Not any restaurant, but a good, any, hopping along, a good restaurant. But Terry he'll only go someplace that's vegan unless it's Indian, because he knows Indian is respectful of vegans.
I get that.
Yeah,
I prefer vegan because if anything falls into my food, I know it's safe. So
yeah.
I totally get that. That's why we love Mildred's and go to Mildred's so much because it's vegan and we know it.
So Terry will be in a restaurant, even a vegan restaurant, because he's pretty neurotic, and he'll hand me his fork with a piece of whatever on it. And he actually did it with some mushroom something that they do at Crossroads. And he said, "This is beef." I said, "Are you crazy?" He said, "Well, just taste it. See if it tastes like beef." Because he won't order anything like fake shrimp. If it looks like
Yeah, I
shrimp,
won't
he
either.
won't.
I
So
won't
it
either.
looked very beefy, so it freaked him out. So it makes me taste it. And James told me the funniest story. They went to see a Villa game. This was last year, and they put him in like the director's box. So it's all very kind of hoity-toity. And he and James, and they feed. You get like a 4-course, whatever, food for days. So James is sitting there having ordered whatever, you know, beef Wellington or something. I don't know what it is, but he does eat meat. So he's eating his lunch, and Terry ordered vegan and whatever it was. And that one of the chairmen came over to talk to Terry with his wife. They both came over, and they were at a table that held four and said, "Can we sit for a minute to say hi?" So Terry, with a mouthful of food, just kind of points at the chairs as if, of course you can. And so they're chatting, and Terry's eating, and James is being the social one. And then Terry takes a bite of food that freaked him out, and in front of them, hands his fork to James and said, "Is this meat?" And James didn't really die. He just wanted to like crawl under a table. I'm used to it. I've spent 45 years or whatever it is doing that. I mean, I've been his
Yeah,
food taster. So if he was
yeah.
ever going to be poisoned, it would be me. And, but James had experienced me going through it. But then to think that this is like with one of the top people for the team, James said it was just so embarrassing. Um,
I make Matt taste stuff all the time because I
you
always
do.
want to know. Yeah, I'm the same way because I get freaked out. I won't eat something if it's vegan, but it's like too real.
Yeah, that's
And
scary
I don't even know what too real is. I've never had meat, but I'm like, this is exactly like it. Matt's like, how do you know?
because it's like you think it would be, or it looks like
Yeah,
something that.
if yeah.
So, did Matt used to eat meat? I know he did.
Hmm.
But when he met you, when he first met you, did he eat meat?
Hmm.
So, if somebody cooks meat in your house, does it bother you?
You can't cook meat in my house. I don't cook meat in my house.
Well, I didn't say you, but
No, nobody can use pans in my house to cook meat. My pans don't cook meat.
got it.
I don't mind if like we're ordering food from somewhere and like someone orders a chicken burrito, and they eat in my house, but they can't cook meat on my pans.
Um, like our kitchen is kind of almost like a kosher kitchen in a way because everything's separate. Like Terry
Yeah.
has his own cutlery, um, his own pots and pans. Everything's totally separate, just in case. And it's really funny because in England, nobody cooks meat. And I said to Debbie, "Why is I looked? I was looking for like a glass baking dish or something. I said, why are there two different drawers of baking dishes? Said one's Terry's. Like nobody cooks meat. Why does he need to have his own baking dishes? I get, he's kind of a germaphobe, so I kind of get the cutlery part, but a baking dish, it's all we
Yeah.
do is put on there whatever cold prepared meals we picked up from Marks and Spencers or something. It's like, oh my God. But yeah,
Well, years and years ago, we had a party at the house, our old house, and somehow someone ended up cooking food I don't know why, and someone ended up cooking food, and it was meat on my pan, and I gave him the pan. I said, "Now that pan is yours. I can't use it anymore." So I totally get it. I mean, which is crazy because I eat in restaurants, obviously, and I can't guarantee that the pans haven't had meat, but in my home, I won't cook it.
it's
I
really
think
funny.
meat stinks, actually. When we're walking by, there was some food festival happening in Birmingham when we were there, and there was some really awful smell. And Matt's like, "That's meat. Like that. People love that smell." I said, "I don't know how it smells good. I don't know how it's appetizing."
I'll tell you what isn't, what I do think is offensive. I mean, nobody cooks meat in here, but if if somebody were to cook fish, and I don't disallow it, my kids eat fish, so I don't disallow it. But if somebody was to cook fish, well, nobody does because the smell that bothers me more than the smell of meat, um, just because it stays. It's like,
It's all
yeah,
disgusting to me.
well, I get it, but for some reason, fish smell just lingers forever.
Ugh.
Ugh, yuck.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, I can't. And none of the. I don't know if something smells that bad. I don't know how people put it in their mouth. Honestly, it doesn't
hmm,
make sense to me.
hmm.
But it's just I have realized recently that I love radishes and parsley, and Matt's like, it's all garnish because I grew up a vegetarian, vegan vegetarian. So I grew up eating garnish apparently,
But
and I love
radishes
that
aren't
stuff.
garnish. Radish is a real vegetable.
I
Parsley's
love
garnish.
I love
So do
radishes.
I. So do I. And do you eat beets?
Love beets. Eat them
Beets to
on a
me,
regular basis.
beets smell and taste to me like could imagine this whole meat smell and stuff you're going through that you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah. Like if somebody else is sitting at my table and they're eating it, it doesn't bother me. If it's anywhere near my plate, I have to send it back.
Really?
Yeah. And I was someplace that it had some kind of tomato, like heirloom tomato thing, and didn't notice that it was beets with it. And I picked up something yellow that I just assumed was a yellow tomato, and it just automatically came out of my mouth. It was so vulgar to me. It's
It's
just
too
like the
earthy.
second it touched my tongue. It was like, ugh, yuck. Hmm.
It's too earthy for you,
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
probably.
Um, and okay, so you went to Birmingham. You found all the Sabbath things to do, and then the next day you went to the concert. So
Yes.
tell me what you liked about being at your first concert. No, what you liked about being at a concert there, and what you didn't like. And not critiquing the music, just in general.
No, I thought all of it was great. Our seats were great, first of all, because we had shade, so we didn't have to be in direct sun all day
Oh,
long, which was
lucky.
so nice. And we
Yes.
had a great view of the stage. I thought we had great seats, and we were near your family, and so that was fun to hang out with them. And no, I loved it. It was There were a lot of people. It was hard to get a beer and a bag of crisps. Um,
Why? Why? Because there aren't many concessions, or because they don't walk around selling it?
I never thought about that. They don't walk around selling it, and I think I am used to that in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Because even for just beers and like chips, you can usually get those just from people walking around. It was a really congested area. And it just seemed like it was kind of hard to maneuver around that venue.
And it's a hard place to get in and out of. It's really funny because um, there was a thing afterwards, and for like family, and my kids all left. I mean, they left pretty quickly. And Terry, people were coming in and talking to Terry, so we didn't bail that second. Um, and somebody came in and said, "Well, you may as well go over there because it's going to take you an hour to get out of here with the traffic." But so many people kept coming in talking to, like other bands, kept coming in and talking to Terry. And then by the time it got quiet in there, I said, "I'm out of here. I cannot keep my eyes open. I don't want to say goodbye to anybody. I don't want to see anybody. I don't care. I've just got to go." And it was so funny because Terry, who normally doesn't want to do anything, I think we haven't really talked about this, but I think he kind of wanted to go and say goodbye. And Debbie was indifferent, but I was just adamant I had to leave. I spent the whole day, not seeing hardly anybody because just, I don't even know why. I don't even know how the day got so crazy, or the way the venue
Oh, it was
situated. That's what it is. The venue
crazy.
isn't well situated for guests. Like, it's fine when you're
That
out there.
many, maybe.
What?
There were almost 50,000 people there.
But like at Allegiant Stadium, even, which is 80,000 people, there's it makes sense. Like the whole, or even Wembley, which is bigger than Villa Park, and the same kind of, it's a football stadium. It makes more sense. And maybe because Villa Park is a smaller football stadium, that what would be the backstage area is just small, and there's no real parking lot on the premises, and it's just everything's just small. And for
So we saw that traffic leaving. There was no way we were going to try and get a cab or an Uber. We actually walked back to the hotel, which took like an hour.
Did it really?
But yeah, it
Oh my
was
god,
like
because I knew you walked
2
back. I
miles.
didn't know it was that much of an ordeal.
Well, I mean, we could have probably gotten a cab as we were walking back once we got out of the traffic, but when we were leaving the stadium, there was I thought people were going to be there for the rest of the night. And at one point, there were two cars going, they were like facing each other. I was like, and there were cars like just surrounding them. I was like, there's no way these people are getting out of here tonight. So, and
Yuck.
we could have gotten a cab or an Uber after we just left the stadium, but we love to walk. We actually walked over 70 miles while we were in London, which is like from Los Angeles to Dana Point.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we,
Wow.
yeah, it was great. We love to walk. So it was fine. And then we actually got back to the hotel and tried to
There's no
find
food.
something to eat. There was no food. There was room service that took forever because I think everybody who was staying at the hotel was looking for food. So, but it was fine. It was a great day. We had so much fun.
And then you went back to London, and then what'd you do? More art stuff, more eating,
More,
more walking.
lots of pubs. Matt could not believe it would be before noon and the pubs would be full of people in suits and smoking cigarettes with pints of
Outside.
beer. And he said, "So what's going on? So like these people are going to go back to work smelling like beer and cigarettes?" I said,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
it's disgusting.
it's London."
Yeah, but yeah, it's
So
so
fun.
like when they banned smoking indoors, it was like
Uh-huh.
everybody was like, "There goes the pub business. It's never going to work. People need their cigarette with their beer." And then the first time I had been in London and drove past a pub with 50 people standing out on the street, I'm like, "Oh my god, I get it. This is how
That's
it
what
works."
Matt was shocked by because we would go in these pubs that would be tiny, teeny tiny little places. And there's maybe four people inside and there's 100 people outside standing around. It's you like double and triple your space, your footage, your
Capacity,
square
yeah.
footage.
But here's what I don't get too is, and I notice we watch a lot of English dramas, a lot of English TV shows, but even not English TV shows, I can't believe how many new shows have people smoking. Like it freaks
Hmm.
me out how many people still smoke, more so in Europe and in England than
I wish
certainly.
I did. I love cigarettes. I have cigarettes in my blood actually. I did also go to Pall Mall while we were in London because I have family roots. The Rothmans are my family somehow.
I
Connected
didn't know
on my
that.
grandmother's side. Yeah. And it
Wow.
was like the first publicly traded cigarette company,
Oh my
Rothmans
God.
International. Lewis Rothman, he started Pall Mall cigarettes I think on Fleet Street and Pall Mall or something.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
God.
so I went to Pall Mall and took a picture
Were
where
there were there cigarette boxes blue and white? Do you remember? Do you know?
they were, I think, red.
No, Dunhill
There
was
was
red.
a red,
Dunhill was red for sure. All red with gold lettering because that's what I used to smoke.
and then Pall Malls, they were filterless. I thought they were like white with red on them, no?
Maybe. No, I don't know. Did you used to smoke?
Oh yeah,
Me too.
I was a heavy smoker
Me too.
for a long time.
Huh.
I love cigarettes. I
But
said that. My mom said, no one ever says that.
now, did your
No,
mom
I can't.
smoke?
I can't. I think she did when she was younger.
Your
Maybe.
mom's
I'm not sure.
hysterical, by the way.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Like she's really
She's,
super special. Like super
yeah,
special. She's a
yeah.
great lady, and I'm dragging her to visit me this summer. I don't know how. I
I
don't
love
care
that.
how, but if I have to go get her, she's going to have to come visit me because she seems quite in a good place at the moment.
Oh, yeah,
Doesn't
she's in
she?
a great place.
Yeah.
We're going to see Paul McCartney in October too,
I know.
at
I just saw
Allegiant.
that. I think we are too. I think.
Oh,
Is your mom
great.
going to go
We,
too?
yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
She was the one that told me. It was like the first thing she said to me when we got back from London. We have to go see Paul McCartney. I
Yeah, I
said,
just
okay.
noticed it the other day. And do you know what I think we're going to do? I'm not embarrassed by this, but I probably should be, but I'm not. But I don't even remember ever being a fan of Backstreet Boys, but I do want to see him at the Sphere. I do, because I bet it's a really
Do
great
you?
show. I do.
I was wondering who was going to go see them and how they would be able to fill the sphere as long as and apparently they are.
The show, I saw just clips of the show, and as you know, having been to the Sphere, pictures don't do it justice, videos don't do it justice. Whatever you see, it's 50-fold better in person. And everything that I'm seeing looks good. So I can't even imagine what it's going to be like in person. So I want to go more for the visual, I think, and maybe, I don't really even know, but I think I may have talked my husband into it. I think.
Wow, that'll
I
be
know.
fun. Eagles are coming back too.
Yeah, which I do want to do. I know people that have gone there 2 or 3 times to see them.
I saw them I've seen them once, and I will definitely go back.
Yeah, I want to
And
do
I
it.
saw Dead and Co. there too.
Yeah,
Amazing.
no, I mean, I get
Amazing
it.
visuals.
Just, um, yeah, I'm not a huge concert goer anyway, but so it has to be something that I could really sing in my own head, not out loud,
Yeah,
but that I can sing to. And the Eagles, I could sing every single song.
every
And
song.
yeah, so it's Dead and Co. I know nothing about them, so it wouldn't mean anything for me to go. But
And they also didn't play a lot of the songs with words.
oh, it was all instrumental. Oh my God, I would have died.
There
I would have asked for my money back.
they did a few of their songs with words,
Oh my
but
God.
most of it was just all jammy. Like,
Yeah,
they're like the ultimate jam band.
yeah, they are. Yuck. Um, two things.
Visuals were incredible, though, you can imagine. I
No, I can
mean,
imagine.
yeah,
Two things that I do not want to deal with at a concert. I don't want to deal with a guitar solo, a drum solo, or anything else that lasts for more than 10 seconds. And I don't want anybody lecturing me. I don't want anybody to get up and be political. You know,
I agree
I,
for sure.
yeah, I just don't. I don't. To me, people spend a lot of money going to a concert, and if they want to be lectured, they could stay home and be lectured by their spouse or their parents or something. But to spend a lot of money to get lectured freaks me out.
I also think that at this point in our lives, we need to be able to escape it. And when
Yeah,
I'm going to a show,
yeah,
that is my way of escaping
yeah,
the
totally.
craziness. And I don't
Yeah,
want more of it.
yeah.
I agree. That was actually the one thing we missed at the show was the drum solo, the drum off. That was when I was queued up waiting for my beer and crisps. Um,
That
but yeah,
drummer, sorry, that drummer, I can't even think of the name of it, something sleep token is meant to be so good. And I missed it too. I was there, but I missed it. And, but he is just meant to be really, really awesome. So
I actually
we're
like
going to
seeing
find it.
people play. My brother's a drummer, so I used to sit and watch him play the drums all the time. Um, but but yeah, that was the one thing we missed. We got there after Anthrax and Lamb of God and Mastodon. We didn't see the first few acts. We got there, I think, at Supergroup A.
But you know
And
what?
how about Steven Tyler?
Oh
Amazing.
my God.
Oh my God.
Did not expect that at all. And I started to go to rehearsals the night before. He was there the night before that, which is when Sabbath rehearsed, was there like for the photos and stuff. But his sound check was the next night. And I started to go, but I was way too tired. And I've been so, if I could go back and do that weekend all over again, there's like 50 things I would have done so differently, but that's a conversation for another day. But I was blown away. I didn't even kind of expect that. It was
Yeah,
like, he was amazing, amazing.
amazing. And then he did Whole Lotta Love, which is Led Zeppelin, my favorite. So it just was so good.
And what
That was
about
great.
Guns N' Roses? One of your favorites? Do you have something to say about that?
I
No.
No, I think they were great.
All right.
I love Guns N' Roses. I'm so glad I saw them. It's the first time I've ever seen them. And Alice in Chains, I think the singer is
I didn't see.
really good. He sounds just like Lane Staley,
I didn't
which
see him.
it's hard
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
really, but
Yeah, missed it.
that I thought they were great. I thought everybody was great. I'm not a Gojira fan, and I thought Gojira was
Oh my God, me
amazing.
too. Me
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
I
so
didn't know
and
about them until the Olympics, and they blew me away at the Olympics. And then, so I became a fan then. But
oh,
so
okay.
good.
Yeah, they were great. I mean, Slayer, Pantera, they were Metallica. Everybody was so good. And it
Um,
was so sweet how they were all just really just gushing and paying tribute to Black Sabbath for really making their lives possible. That was cute.
oh,
Very
yeah,
sweet.
it was definitely an emotional day. And
Yeah.
you know what? We have to do a part two because Two reasons. One, I always think this shouldn't be any more than 30 minutes because my attention span is so short that I think everybody else's is. And we're like, I don't even know how long, but like 50 minutes, I think. And I never do
So
it this long.
I know because we have so much to talk about.
So we have to do a
I
part
did
two.
so much. Okay, let's do it. Part two, and we can talk about something else. Or
Because
more London.
no,
Or
because
more
you
London.
have such an interesting, I love talking to you anyway, because there's so
Thank
many
you.
facets of your life that's just not boring and not like my life or not, I mean,
I
some
feel
things
like
are
this
like
is
my life,
boring.
but there's so many things like, you know, your mom and, her, just everything, just, you have such an interesting family.
Thank you. Yeah,
Mhm.
very interesting family. We're
Okay.
not conformist, so it keeps things interesting.
We will have to talk about that on
Let's do it.
our part two.
All
And
right, sounds good.
thank you so much. Thank you,
Of
thank you,
course.
thank you. And
Thank you.
I'm going to speak to you soon and figure out when you're going to see your mom, and I'm going to figure out when I'm coming your way so we can find time to
I
spend.
think I'm gonna try and get to Vegas soon, so I'll let you know when
Okay,
I'm
I'll
there.
be in Utah, probably. But anyway, we'll whatever.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Love
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of
Mwah.
course.
Bye.
Mwah, mwah.
Thanks so much for tuning in today. And be sure to follow Gabbing with Girlfriends on here so you never miss an episode. You can also find us on social media for more fun and in depth conversations. Thank you.